let's talk about the next match. It's Edge and Batista, and there's going to be a horde of interference. But
your mother's a whore.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about something that happened in the Observer that jumped off the page to me. You can probably set us straight on this. The crowd turned around for this match. Jim Ross said that Batista had Leviathan-like strength, I guess harkening back to his original wrestling name in OVW, which was Leviathan. I still to this day am, well, not amused, but certainly bemused that Dave Batista came to the power plant at his size, and he was probably 50 pounds heavier then and still ripped. And Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker saw him as a bodybuilder and tried to humiliate him, and they joked and ran him off. Yeah, that was brilliant in hindsight, wasn't it? Have you heard that story? Batista tried to get in at the power plant and they didn't see it?
Yeah, I heard that story from Dave Batista.
That's amazing.
You know, here's the thing that just always amazes me, and I'll go off on the trainers that do this, all right? You know, it used to be the way that, all right, a guy comes in, football player, bodybuilder, whatever, an athlete from another sport, and they want to come in and they want to be a wrestler. They want to train. And the old wrestlers used to, by God, this is real. Folks, it's never been real, okay? It's not fake. In no way, shape, or form. I hate the word fake. It's not fake. Everything that the athletes do hurts, and they're the greatest athletes in the world to perform how they perform. But yet you would have guys that would run people to death, make them do 20,000 squats, make them puke and do all these other things, and then beat them up. So after you tire them out, then you take them in the ring and you stretch them where they can't fight back. They're told not to fight back. They can't fight back. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And they give their bodies to you, trusting you, which is what we do in our business. And then these guys would abuse them. And truly it was abuse. And then kick them out. I sent that guy down the road. And then that guy goes on to go somewhere else where that didn't happen to them, where they were given an opportunity to actually get in the ring, learn the craft, learn how to work. And if they weren't a great athlete to be able to do all these things, then they were weeded out. But they were given a fair opportunity to get in the ring and to learn versus just get into a warehouse and be humiliated by somebody who had never been there. So that just always kind of, I don't know, just chapped me, because so many guys would have never gotten in the business if you were held to those old standards. Now, you know, when I would go, my brother would beat the hell out of me. He did it out of a way, not just beating the hell out of me. It was, they put holds on you and they would stretch you, but it wasn't to hurt you or to, you know, it was to teach you, okay, when you put this hold on, this is how it feels. These are real holds. This is presented as a contest. So you have to know how the hold feels so you know how to sell it. If you don't know how it feels, then you don't know what the hell to sell. So the holds would be put on for real, and you're showing, okay, this is how you do it for real. And this is how it feels. Now, this is how you do it where you're not going to hurt anybody, but you should still sell it as if you are. And Batista's, you know, came in and he told me the story about the power plant. I kind of chuckled. I said, yeah. I said, you ever dance? He says, a little bit, you know, but not a dancer. I said, well, we're going to get you in the ring, and put him in the ring with my brother Tom at the warehouse. I said, let's, you know, just move around with him. And Tom got in the ring with him, moved around with him a little bit, locked up with him, you know, had him try a few things also. And Dave could do those things, did it naturally, did it instinctively the very first time that he was in the ring. Then you build on that. We didn't have him run 50 miles and then come back and do 6,000 squats and beat him on the back with a kendo stick as he did them. You know, it was like, okay, does he have the aptitude? Does he have the simple athletic ability to walk around a ring comfortably? And if I push him and he pushes back naturally, okay, does this work? And can he control his strength? And all those things, the answer was yes. And Dave was a great student. And Dave put the hard work in to become the star that he became. And that was evident in wrestling. It's evident in his acting career, in that he puts the work in. He works hard for it. And, I dare say with his acting, if someone had gone in and Dave wasn't a professionally trained actor, but he went in and he tried, and he was a great look, and he learned how to act. So yeah, I just think that's, Gene Anderson used to do that, he's beat the hell out of guys to see if they were tough enough, see if they would come back. And if you came back, then they would beat the hell out of you less until you were just too stupid to quit. And you continue that. And that's how they weeded people out. But I think you lose a lot of potential talent in doing it that way. So I'm not a fan of that. But yes, I definitely did heard that story the day that Dave came in.
3.5 stars is the rating for the match. Edge gets the win. I should mention that at some point we see Vicky Guerrero, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder come out. Eventually, Vicky's going to pull the referee, Mickey Henson, out of the ring. Batista's going to throw Edge's shoulder into the ring post. Edge is going to deck the referee, Mickey Henson. Chavo's music's going to play. He's going to show up sauntering to the ring wearing a ref shirt. Batista's going to press slam Vicky, throw her onto Hawkins, Ryder, Chavo, and Bam Neely. While all this is going on, Edge grabs the title belt, hits Batista in the head. Chavo jumps in and counts the fall. They steal it. Man, we're trying to make Edge a chicken shit heel, and we got quite a cast of characters here. What do you think of this creative?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And I think that it added, to Edge. And look, Edge isn't an ass-kicking heel. But he, with all of these tools around him, the power of Vicky Guerrero, and he had his edge heads, and he had everything around him to make sure that he was successful. I thought Edge played it off perfectly. Great story, great build of a heel. And I think that this was kind of, in a lot of respects, this is when Edge was really coming out and becoming that mega superstar that everybody was looking for with him. But he had a lot of help.
Triple H is going to pin John Cena to keep the title in 19 minutes and 37 seconds here. The live crowd in Dallas is pro Triple H, but Cena, of course, has the kids and the women. And even Meltzer comments on the tan here saying, it looks like Triple H fell asleep in a tanning bed, but Cena doesn't appear to tan. That is something that I have noticed, that the bodybuilder era, the Hulk Hogan's, the Ultimate Warriors, even the Triple H's, boy, they are just super, super tan. And then you have this guy with the ultimate bodybuilder type physique in John Cena, not necessarily a huge tanner. Was that not as important to the WWE, or did WWE ever have a preference tanning wise, do you think? Or is that just up to the talent?
It's up to the talent. It's up to the talent, what they're comfortable with, and what they want to do. It's I think that John was ripped. John looked great and didn't necessarily need the tan. And there's guys that also look great, but they want to look even better with the tan. The problem becomes is if you are kind of in the middle there, and you can't tone it, then tan it.
There you go.
And that goes back to your old buddy Sting, where he wasn't toned and he needed a tan.
Are you talking about Starrcade 97 right now?
Whatever, whenever the hell they changed the thing, because he wasn't tan. I fully support that. Because he didn't come back in shape. Look, but the thing that everybody misses is he didn't come back in shape.
Right.
He didn't come back in shape, and the fact that he wasn't tan accentuated the fact that he wasn't in shape. Now he just wears a shirt. And he wore a shirt for the last 10 years. I'm like, God, what the fuck? I used to get in arguments with him at TNA because I'm like, going, dude, you look great. Take the shirt off because you look sloppy in the shirt. Here this guy is, he's 50 years old, whatever the hell he was, and looks fabulous. But wanted to wear a shirt because he was self-conscious about the way he looked. I'm like, dude, man, you look great. Everybody's going to forgive you. But they're not when it looks like you're trying to hide it.
Old bodybuilder stuff, huh?
I guess. But, to me, I used to see Sting without his shirt on and go, dude, you look good.
Yeah.
You train hard, you look good, nothing to be embarrassed about, but they want to hide it. They feel it's not the optimum look, and the attempt to hide it and camouflage it, to me, it makes it look worse and draws attention to it. And no tan. Yeah, that's bad.